Okay, go ahead. Sorry about that.
That Aaron's here, that the wetlands, what is it any good to us? What is it for? Just that we got some wetlands that cattails are gonna grow in or something, or that's that?
Richard, that's a science discussion that would take us about 4 hours to go through. Yes, it's very valuable property.
It is. That's part of our purchase with the Jalkey Creek Bird Sanctuary. So
You
the
got
village.
too, I can't hear you.
Okay. Our part of the wetland, which is approximately 65 acres, which is the southern end along Sleepy Hollow Road, not to Bonquaski. That was part of our purchase with the Jalkey Creek Bird Sanctuary. And the mitigation bank was something that we, both Sleepy Hollow and the township did. It's governed by the Army Corps of Engineers regulations, so it can't ever be built on and everything. And it's enormously valuable because it filters the water going into the Fox River, which is our drinking water source, and prevents flooding. So it's an enormously, the environmental, the ecosystem benefits are enormous for people downstream. So it's very valuable.
But there's no other use for it. Nobody can go out there and camp, pitch a tent, build a house, anything like that.
No,
I'm all for it, man. Thank you.
Okay. If there's no more discussion, I'm going to call the voice vote. Trustee-
Just one more question.
Sure.
Will this be enacted by the time you leave, or is this going to be new supervisor material for contact and for clarification?
Nope, this will be, Attorney Jim Rock is waiting to work with their attorney, Schuessler. This will be done by probably end of week.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Voice vote. Trustee Schaefer,
Yes.
Trustee Johnson,
Yes,
Trustee Harney,
yes.
Trustee Ernst,
Yes.
Ahern, sorry, and Supervisor Glees is a yes. That's 5-1. The final thing on this agenda is I need a motion to review and approve the replacement of a 708 mental health board member. Can I get a first and a second?
Chris, that motion has to include the name of who's going to be the appointee.
Oh, I'm very sorry. I'm sorry. The review and the approval of the replacement 708 mental health board member with Courtney Bowe, B-O-E, of Sleepy Hollow, Illinois.
I will make that motion and with a strong recommendation.
Do I have a second?
I read Courtney's letter and she looks like a very fine person and highly qualified, so I would second that.
Okay, so I have a first and a second. Trustees, you did get the letter from her upon that vacancy. Do you have any, are there any, well, Trustee Schaefer, do you have any comments?
No comment.
Trustee Ahern, sorry.
Nope, you had it right the first time.
You
Ernst.
were closer the first time. No comments.
Okay, all right. For those people who are on the call, I will just give you a brief summary of Miss Courtney Bowe. She has been an on and off resident of Sleepy Hollow since 1984. She's a graduate of Dundee Crown. She herself has had personal experience with family and friends battling mental health and addiction issues, as well as she has professional experience in academics and clinical work. Although she doesn't have a certification or training specifically in mental health practices, she does have a JD, which is a Juris Doctorate from John Marshall's Law School, and a bachelor's of history from the University of Montana, and has an array of experience with counseling, domestic violence, and restorative justice over the years. With that, I am going to, if there is no more comments,
Just one question. Do we need Kurt to mention who she is replacing on the board?
Yes, just so that we know what the unexpired term that will be filled.
Okay, she will be replacing Mr. Alec Newshafer, who is leaving the township. And Mr. Setz, as the president of 708 board, if you can unmute yourself, can you tell us how long the term is?
The term for Alec Newshafer was 2 years.
So it would be the completion of a 2-year term.
Correct.
Thank you. All right. Any other questions? Okay. With that, I will call a roll call. Trustee Aaron's,
Aye.
Trustee Schaefer,
Aye.
Trustee Harney,
Aye.
Trustee Johnson,
Yes.
Supervisor Glees is a yes. That is a 5-1. With
5-0.
I'm sorry.
5-0.
Yeah, 5-0. I'm sorry. I'm so used to somebody dissenting. With that, I am now, I do want to say to Trustee Johnson, thank you for your years of service to Dundee Township as a trustee and an avid open space steward. I hope that you continue to not only appreciate the open space lands, but continue to work on Dixie Briggs. To Trustee Schaefer and Trustee Ahrens and Trustee Harney, it has been a pleasure to serve with you these past 4 years. I look forward to you continuing to serve all of the residents of Dundee Township and ensuring that all of the Dundee Township services that fulfill the people who are in crisis, in need, whether they're using the cemetery general assistance, and also the continued protection of the programs of the open space properties. I want to just say thank you to you all, and to Mr. Block, who started out as Clerk Block, for your continued support through these years. With that, I am looking for a motion to adjourn.
Well, I want to, just before we do the motion to adjourn, I want to thank both George and Trish. It's been a pleasure for me to work with both of you. And a great deal has been accomplished over the past 4 years, and George, between you and I think the past 12 years. So thank you both for your service. And Ken and Richard, I'm looking forward to the next 4 years, as well as with you, Aaron.
I'm looking forward to the next 4 years also, and congratulations. I've been happy working with you too, George and Trish, and best of luck whatever we do next.
I gave my ride off into the sunset speech at the last meeting, so I'm just going to say so long, and it's been fun.
Excellent.
All right.
All right. With that,
Okay, thank you all.
I'm looking for a motion to adjourn. I need a first and a second.
So moved.
Second,
And
Johnson.
Trustee Johnson is second. The final roll call of the night. Trustee Schaefer,
Aye.
Trustee Johnson,
Yes.
Trustee Harney,
Yes.
Trustee Ahrens,
Yes.
Supervisor Glees, aye. With that, everyone have a good night. Stay safe. Continue to wear a mask. Get your shot when you can. And just have a great time, all of you. All right. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.